If you guys have ever been told that your knees should not go over your toes, forget it, it's not true. Today, I'm gonna be taking you guys through a workout and talking to you guys about the benefits of ATG style training. Let's go. So this style of training was created and popularized by Ben Patrick, otherwise known as the knees over toes guy. This program actually increases knee health and has thousands of successful knee recovery stories. So this program improves athleticism and strength, mobility, flexibility, knee health, and overall health and well-being. So we're actually joined by a very special guest.
Nella Salford?
My brother. We're going to be going through the workout with him as well. He actually got me onto this style of training and has been doing this training for how long?
2 years.
And I'd say that he credits a lot of his athleticism to this program.
100%.
This workout that we're going to be going through with you guys today is strength training through flexibility and your knees being over your toes. First things first, we're going to have a real account and just hear a little bit from him about what this program's done for you.
Hey, so basically, growing up, I had so much knee pain, like all the time. So I always played sports. I played basketball basically every single day and was trying to go far with basketball, but I always had my knees restricting me. And basically, I went to tons of doctors. They couldn't really tell me what it was. They were trying to say it's jumper's knee. But then later I ended up finding out it was Osgood-Schlatters disease. I went to this extremely expensive sports doctor. And all they told me was to just get off the knee, to take a lot of rest, to not play your sport. So basically I didn't know what to do and I had it for so long and it was causing me so much grief and pain. Then I stumbled across this, the ATG program and Ben Patrick's knees over toes theories and started it. And basically my knee pain vanished. And I had such better knees and was able to play my sport and do what I love. There's so many extreme benefits. Me, it took away my knee pain. It also increased my athleticism, was helped me get my first dunk. Yeah, so that's my personal story.
So the first exercise that we're going to be starting off with is backwards walking. So the easiest progression that you can do of this exercise can even be walking backwards in a pool. A second progression of this exercise can be doing it on a sled. If you don't have a sled accessible to you, what you can do is you can get on the treadmill and you can walk backwards with the treadmill turned off. This is probably one of the easiest exercises that you can do for strength training in your knees. This increases the blood flow to your knees. Doing backwards walking for 5 to 10 minutes before your workout strengthens the muscles around your knee. This exercise emphasizes your knees over your toes. So this tibialis raise, you can do this by leaning up against a wall, which means you can do this at home. So the tibialis supports the knee. So doing this exercise strengthens the tibialis to support the knee better. How you can do this is you can lean up against a wall and have your feet out. The progression of this is the further you step out, the harder it's going to be. You want to keep your heels on the ground and you want to lift your toes as high as possible. Okay, our next exercise that we're going to be doing is our split squat. It's a great exercise I like to incorporate into my leg day routine. This exercise strengthens our hip flexor and also stretches our hip flexor. What you can do is you can set up like so, get a nice good stretch. You really want to get your knee over your toe. Studies have shown that having stronger and more flexible hip flexors directly improves athletic performance. So this exercise also overall improves and strengthens all of your leg muscles, but in particular your quads and your vastus medialis oblique, otherwise known as your teardrop muscle, located right there. That teardrop muscle also directly increases athletic performance. So the progression of this exercise is starting with an elevated platform and having something to support you, then moving on to using no support. So the next progression is moving down to the floor, and when you're doing this exercise you always want to make sure that your knees are pushed over your toes as far as possible. And then from body weight you can start adding weights to progress through this exercise. This is my favorite exercise because it increases strength and flexibility at the exact same time. So this exercise is called the Nordic, and this exercise strengthens and trains your hamstrings. Studies have actually shown that all of the top performers and high athletes have actually recorded very strong in this area. So how you want to perform this is you want to have a very controlled lean going downwards to as low as possible, like so, and then with a slight push, you want to push yourself back up, utilizing your hamstrings. Progression of this involves starting off with something elevated, an elevated surface that you can lean against, to going all the way flat. How has this exercise benefited you?
Basically, it's directly increased my athleticism, and it's really helped me with athleticism. And my goal is basketball, so I've been able to dunk, I've been able to jump higher, I've been able to run faster. It's also been one of the helpers in my knee pain, and it directly helps knee pain because it's strengthening all the muscles surrounding the knee.
Yeah. So this next exercise, this is called the Patrick Step Up. Basically trains your overall quad and your VMOs again, and improves balance and ankle flexibility. How you want to set yourself up to do this exercise is you want to get an elevated surface so you can grab a weight like so, and then you want to elevate your heel. And essentially what you're doing, you could do it with weights or you can start with body weight. You're going to be dipping down in downward motion to touch your heel to the floor. This is a great exercise that benefits knee health and benefits your strength in your knees overall. So this right here is the couch stretch, and this is one of my favorite stretches to do, especially to finish a workout on. This exercise increases flexibility in your quads and your ankles, which is very beneficial for sport performance. The different variations of this, you can start off with what I'm doing, so you can have your foot up even on your couch or anything like that, and then you can progress up to what Nella is doing, so having your foot up against the wall and your knee as close to the wall as possible while you really stretch that out. Okay guys, that just about wraps us up for our program today. Obviously there are other exercises that you can also do with that program or substitute, but those are some of our basics and our fundamentals from the ATG program. And all of these exercises that I have taken you guys through today are all extremely beneficial for your knee health and for improving your overall athleticism. If you guys want to know more, then head over to the Knees Over Toes guy on any social media platform, TikTok, YouTube, and yeah, have a look up of the program, do your own research as well, get amongst it, and yeah, keep putting those knees over those toes. Is that perfect or what,
I think
lad?
we just aced the whole assignment. Let's bounce. How do I turn this off?